This is our Whanganui Centre Championship, plus it's our local dog trial up in a place called Mangamahu.
Been in this club about 30 years. When everything goes right, this is probably one of the better sports you'll ever do. You're doing the thing that you really like doing, which is having something to do with dogs. But you're dealing with one animal and you're controlling that to control 3 other animals. So the recipe for disaster is with you all the time. So these animals are absolutely amazing creatures. And watching them, just their passion to work is just a buzz in itself. They're so focused on what they do. These dogs just want to work, and they'll work for you until they die. And there's nothing else in this world that'll do that.
I run a couple of thousand acres of sheep and beef, so I need a pretty good team of dogs. 4 out of 5 days I'll work some form of dog work or other. You know, I really enjoy working with animals. I'm not a real good people person. Don't like to muck around too much with pleasantries, and my social skills are probably lacking a little bit, so. Dogs are a lot simpler to deal with than people. As soon as you establish that bond, they're just your mate. They think that, I'll try and rephrase it, other than the fact that the sun shines out of your ass, they just want to please you. They're your dog. I mean, mine, they'd die for me. And that's a huge quality in anything, isn't it? Add the fact that they're so focused on the sheep and the job that they want to do to the equation, and they're just amazing. Competition side of it and winning or losing is not everything to me. There's a whole host of things that are important about dog trials. It's probably one of the few outside of school activities that we have to do in the communities. The community spirit is huge, it's great, but unless you're involved in something like dog trials and things, there is nothing else. We have a heck of a lot of people pitch in to make the trial run successfully. These judges here today will have judged for like 2.5 days by the time they're finished. That's a lot of concentration, a lot of time. Yeah, it takes a real big effort on a heck of a lot of people's parts.
It is quite a big thing to take on, but it's the whole valley donates food, baking and legs of mutton and corned beef and that sort of thing. The girls all volunteer, everybody volunteers to come down and help. Yeah. Curried sausages on the go, potatoes, mixed veggies. They get well fed. Only when we find out the boys last night have been into our fridge. But anyway, quite late last night, some of the boys that were drinking tapped our mutton roast. It was our only piece of mutton that we had left. We'll deal with them. But anyway, we'll cope without it, yeah.
Nobody was really out there helping young guys to learn to be dog trialists. I teach people to train dogs and I fix behavioural problems in dogs, and I have run courses on training dogs. This centre, the Whanganui Centre in particular, got behind a big drive to have a lot of training days. And so the sport is a thriving sport. They're out there, they're doing it. 10 or 12 years ago, we might have 1 or 2 women competitors. Now we have heaps of them. And they're out kicking the arse of guys as well. Doesn't matter how old you are, what gender you are, how much money you've got. This is a sport that anybody can do as long as you're prepared to take the frustration of you and the dog versus 3 sheep.
Yeah.